Good morning, happy Tuesday. Wanted to talk home inspection period, request to remedy this morning with you, kind of like a little spin-off of where we were yesterday with buyers and buyer representation. My cross that's hanging on my rearview mirror keeps swinging into the camera, so I was trying to grab it. I'm coming down my driveway. Anyway, so home inspection for a buyer is not mandatory. However, we do recommend it and think that it's a really good idea to have a home inspection, and do offer it to our buyers when they go into contract. So we do give a few names to the buyer and let them choose who they would like to use. Of course, if they have somebody that they would prefer, then that's their option to use whomever they would like. In the contract, typically you have a certain period of days, and we insert that day or that number of days to get the inspection done. In this market that we've been living in, there are really no inspections being done as of late. It's very rare if you have the opportunity to have an inspection done because there are multiple offers on most homes, and it's so competitive that in order to get your offer accepted, you are removing your home inspection because the seller will move on to the next offer and say, yeah, I really don't want a home inspection on my house, so I'm going to go ahead and take the next offer. Even though maybe that offer is a little bit lower than yours, purchase price wise, they would much rather take a lower offer than have someone come in and beat their house up, for lack of a better term, and know that they might have, $5,000 of stuff that is wrong with it, or take the chance that you might walk away from the home after you have the home inspection. So in a perfect world, in a buyer's market, which we're not in right now, but we might be transitioning that way, in a buyer's world or a buyer's market, you have the opportunity to get a home inspection. Now, I did get a home inspection for a buyer last week, and I spoke about this, I believe, in one of my videos. And it was really strange because it's the first one where we actually went back to the seller, and Mr. Seller put a lot of money into his home to make it right for the buyer. And that has not happened in I don't even know how long. It hasn't happened to me. I don't know about other people out there, but to me, it has not happened. So I was pleasantly surprised to see that the seller was willing to make it right for the buyers. And they were first-time home buyers. They did not have the cash to make it right. It was expensive. It was a lot of money that they would have had to come up with, and they wouldn't have been able to do it. They would have had to walk. So we're coming, I think, back around, and I think it's going to happen. So what happens is, once you go into contract, we write in this specified period. So let's just say you make an offer and you get it accepted today. I don't even know what the date is, y'all, but whatever the date is, let's say today's the 22nd. I don't know, am I right? I'm going to look on my watch. Today's the 23rd. So today's the 23rd, and we say that we're going to have our home inspection done within 5 days. So technically you have 5 days to get it done, but you don't want to use those 5 days to get it actually done, because then if there is something that you would like to go back to the seller with and ask the seller to make any repairs, which would be your request to remedy or your remedy request, then you have to do that within that 5-day period, or within that time frame, unless otherwise specified in the contract. So you don't want to wait until the 5th day to get your inspection done, because also the inspector needs time to get the inspection written up and submitted to you and submitted to me, the agent. So we have to submit a copy of that inspection to the seller if you're asking for repairs, and say, XYZ is wrong. We would like you to make repairs on this. Here is a copy of what the inspector found with photos and explanation. So you have to give yourself ample time to get it done, get the inspection report to us, and then for us to get it to the seller. So that's how the inspection works and how the period works. Now, if you find something that totally freaks you out and you decide that you absolutely do not want to move forward with the home, you do not have to within that specified period. So within that 5 days, if you have the inspection done and there is a foundation issue beyond anything that you want to move forward with, and you know, there's 2 walls that are collapsing, you know, I'm making something up, but something that's horrible, and you're like, there's no way I want to buy this house. Even if, you know, somebody comes in and braces every wall and digs out everything, I don't want to buy this house no matter what, because they can't guarantee that the water's still not going to come in. It's in a low-lying area, and it just, I can't guarantee that it's not going to happen in 10 years. You want to walk away. That is your prerogative to move forward and get out of that contract. That's why home inspection is a contingency within the contract. So you have the ability to walk away from the contract at that point. That's why it's in there. So that, my friends, is why the seller does not want you to write in a home inspection period, because they know that you have the ability to walk away and or go to them with repairs. So right now, obviously being the seller's market that it is, that's why the sellers are like, well, I'll just move on to another offer that doesn't have a home inspection period. So home inspections can definitely go south. They can be ugly. It's a sucky part of our job because they kill a lot of deals. And there are some not reputable home inspectors out there. And I'm not saying they're out there to kill deals, don't get me wrong. However, with that being said, there are some that really nitpick and freak the buyer out and scare some buyers into not wanting to purchase the home. So they will make them want to back out over, you know, something that might just be tedious. So with that being said, that kind of explains the home inspection period, the home inspection process, and then the request to remedy. When you send the request to remedy over to the seller then has the opportunity to, I'm not driving now, by the way, so that's why I'm staring at the camera, chat, in case you're watching. So the seller then has the opportunity to respond to the request, and they can either make the repairs, they can say no thank you, or they can say, okay, I'll do X and Y, but I'm not doing Z, or, you know, whatever. They don't have to do all of them, or they can say no thanks and let you go. You know, it's their prerogative at that point, how they want to move forward and how they want to handle it. So, that's it. That explains it, I hope. Anyway, if there's any questions on that, as always, you can always ask me questions. Shoot me a message, text me. You can respond to my YouTube video. You can respond on Facebook. You can private message me, whatever. Hope you have a great day. I think I'm going to get some yoga in today. Last night was my super big lift, and I taught my class yesterday, and I did yoga yesterday, so I got 3 hours. Actually, it was more like 3.5. It was a lot yesterday, so my body's a little tired. So today is yoga day. I've got a lot of appointments today that I'm running around to. So hopefully it'll be a productive day for me. And I think I'm going to a FSBO appointment today. So that's going to be another topic that I'll discuss, but I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag on that one today yet, because I haven't been to that appointment. But I think I'm going to share on that too at some point. So if you have a topic that you'd like me to discuss, let me know, and I'm glad to do it. Hope you guys have a great Tuesday, and sayonara. Bye.